Welcome back to Good Morning Quad Cities at 11. We have Craig Hignight joining us in studio, taking your plant and garden questions at home through the News 8 Facebook page on the Facebook Live. So we'll kick it back off with Caitlin. She's saying, huge areas of my grass are brown and dying and her ground is cracking. What can she do to loosen it up again and get that grass grown?
Well, I would suggest going ahead and putting on a treatment of gypsum. What this does, it opens the soil up, and if your ground is actually cracking, it is dry. You might hope for more than that ½ inch of rain that Andrew's talking about, and if we don't get it, go ahead and make sure that you are giving the lawn a good, thorough watering right now. It's hard to believe this early in the season that we're starting to get dry already, but you know, we haven't had a lot of rain in the recent past.
And going on, animals, what is the best way to keep ground squirrels out of my garden?
Ground squirrels, now there you actually have to use a live trap. There are some poison baits that you can put out, but you have to be very careful with them, and they might not be completely effective. But a live trap, trap them and dispose of them some way is the best route to go.
Okay. Vicky says, I need to trim my rubber tree. What is the best way to propagate the cuttings?
Okay, if the tree is big enough, you would go ahead and do an air layer where you go to about 18 inches down the stem. You'll peel the bark off, treat that open wound with rooting compound, pack it in damp sphagnum moss, cover it in saran wrap, and then cover that in foil. It will make roots right into the damp moss, and when you see the roots, you go ahead and cut it off below the moss, and you pot it up, moss and all, in a small pot.
And we have Carla asking, can I put bug spray fruit trees now when cold out? I think she's asking, can I put bug spray in my fruit
Well, I think it's a little early. As a matter of fact, right now, a lot of the fruit trees are in bloom, and we do no spraying when fruit trees are in bloom. As soon as we get to petal drop, where there are no petals left on the tree, yes, we start into our all-purpose fruit tree spraying, and we do it about every 10 days for about at least 5 sprays.
Okay. Sandy, are there any drought-resistant potted plants for the sun?
Oh, I've had great luck with the begonia family. Begonias don't mind running a little bit dry. You know, those work very well. If you go for the dragon wing begonia, you can use them in both sun and shade, and I found that they are probably one of the most drought tolerant plants that I've ever worked with.
And then we have Bill asking, when is the best time to trim lilacs?
Lilacs should be trimmed immediately after they get done blooming. So that's going to be a few weeks from now, and we either just go through and clip off the spent flowers that are there. If you want to reduce the size of your lilac, you go to the tallest stem, follow it down, and cut it off as close to the ground without damaging the other stems, and you just take out a few stems each year. Remember, it took too long to get, or not too long, but quite a while to get too tall. It's going to take a little while to bring it back down to a reasonable size.
Okay. Cindy's saying, which variety of tomatoes are lowest in acidity?
Wow. If you can find something like a pink oxheart or a yellow tomato, those are absolutely the lowest acid tomatoes that are available. And yellow tomatoes, you know, close your eyes, eat the tomato. You're not going to know the difference as far as flavor is concerned, but you're not going to get a lot of acid out of a yellow tomato.
Interesting.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Craig. That is all the time we have for today. But be sure to follow our Facebook page with our lives each and every Wednesday. There you can submit your questions and be part of the conversation. We'll be back in just a few moments.